Hello everyone, this is Geoffrey and welcome to GoSolutions SPSS Central. In this video, I will want us to understand the distribution of data, a test which is particularly important whenever a researcher wants to do either a student t-test or ANOVA analysis. Now, I would like to point out that these two tests make the assumption that the data you have provided is normally distributed. That means that there is 0% chance of bias, and also that more of the data is concentrated towards the mean. That means that the normal curve is showing that more of the data is concentrated towards the middle. Now, I want to give you an illustration of what I mean by positive and negative skewness in relation to median. Now, in this particular example that is on the screen, you can see that in positive skewness, the value of the skewness in our outcome will be greater than 0. Okay, it will be greater than 0. And when the value is greater than 0.5, when it is greater than 0.5, for example, it is 0.7 or 0.8, 0.8 or 0.7, it means that it is greatly positively skewed. But when it is less than 0, okay, and it is greater than negative 0.5, maybe negative 0.7, it means that it is greatly negatively skewed. This is what I mean. More of the data for a negative skewness, okay, in this particular example, will be concentrated towards the tail, okay? So the tail, it will be towards the lower values. It will be leaning towards the lower values. But when it is positive skewed, it will be leaning towards the higher values. Now, back to our data. When I want to understand how age and maybe level of satisfaction, these two data, how they're distributed, I will go to analyze, descriptive statistics, then frequencies, then select the two variables, that is age and satisfaction, move them towards the right, go to statistics, select mean and median, because I want to show you how these two are related to skewness whenever you want to interpret skewness, and then click continue. And because I want to see the normal curve, I'll go to histogram, then select normal curve. I don't want to display the frequency tables, then click OK. Now you can see that as I explained, for a positive skewness, the skewness value is greater than 0. And since it is greater than 0.5, slightly greater than 0.5, as you can see it is 0.615, this means that this particular data is slightly positively skewed. Slightly positively skewed. And for the satisfaction, it is less than 0, because as you can see it is negative 0.392. Negative 0.392. As you can see, for the age, the tail is towards the lower values. The tail is towards the lower values. As in the example, when the tail is towards the lower values, when the tail is leaning more towards the higher values, sorry about that, when the tail is leaning more towards the higher values, this means it's a positive skewness. But when the tail is leaning more towards the lower values, this is a negative skewness, okay? As you can see for the satisfaction value. As it is in the case, the data for satisfaction, the tail is leaning more towards the lower values. It's very clear. This means it's a negative skewness, and it is slightly negative because the value is just closer to negative 0.5. Okay, closer. And it is also clear that when the mean is greater than the median, this is a positive skewness. But when the mean is higher than the median, is lower than the median, this is a negative skewness. So stay tuned. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you very much.